guys, just wanted to show a few of the miniatures that I've got going on and do a little intro to the next set of videos that I'm going to be putting out, hopefully one before the end of this year and a few going into the next year, which is miniature painting for gamers. So really quickly, did an Alt Lady J, this Steamborg Executioner, and I painted up, lastly, Seamus. So I'll show those really quick while we talk about this next video series and what this entails. So, first off, let me just thank you guys for commenting on that last video, telling me what you want to see, and hopefully I can accommodate that for you. Now, I won't lie though, I am a bit intimidated by this topic because let me just get something clear right now. I'm not a painter. I'm not a professional painter. I'm not a commissioned painter. I am just a guy who likes to have painted miniatures on the field, and I like to do that in a fairly efficient manner, and I like to do a decent enough job to where things look cool enough for you to be happy with. But I'm not the best with a paintbrush. Oh, let me go back to Seamus here. So what I did was I actually painted up Seamus in front of the camera, and I shot well over an hour's worth of footage. Whoa. For Seamus, because there's a lot of different tricks that I use. I mean, I specifically chose this color scheme because there are a lot of cool tricks going on with the blues, the yellow, the pants, the leather bag, and there's a pretty quick way of doing this. I painted this miniature, like I said, it took me about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more than that, and I shot at least an hour's worth of video footage to try and show you what my process really is. So let me show you a brief clip of what actually happened there. And I really have no idea how much of this is being picked up, so I apologize. This might be the worst video ever that I do. It's okay, you can put that in the comments. Worst video ever. I'm going to step this up again. So yeah, that didn't really work out now, did it? Had a really tough time with my camera setup and my flip, and trying to use the macro lens did not work out well. So I'm going to have to work on that, getting the hardware down correctly, getting it to where you can actually comfortably watch me paint a miniature. But even if that doesn't happen, I can at least do stills, or I can at least do stage by stage of what my process is. But yeah, with regards to this form of painting, so we're gonna talk a little bit about ground rules. So first up, not a painting tutorial per se. There are so many good artists and painters on YouTube that I would never even dare tread on their territory. You want to check out some good painters. Check out like the Painting Clinic. Check out, man, so many other people. General Splatton. Check out Girl Painting, AGP, AG Productions. There are a lot of really good professional grade painters out there. Saggy Rectum, ridiculously good, and I would never once think that I could ever touch any of these guys. So what we're gonna focus on is actually how to get you to something like this. So again, not display quality, but reasonably good tabletop quality, and most importantly, the type of quality that you can get in a fairly short amount of time. So we're going to talk about that process. We're going to talk about some of the tricks that you could do with, we'll call it production grade painting or painting for gamers. We'll talk a little bit about the tools. That's a very important thing to me. And then we will do some focused work on things that are important in achieving this sort of style. Things like flesh, things like faces, trying to bring character to faces, trying to do flesh, basing gigantic part of the effect or the illusion that you're causing here when you're painting miniatures and you're trying to do so in a fairly short amount of time. So that's the ground rules. We're going to stick to efficient painting. Now, the other thing I should point out is what I'm going to share isn't quote-unquote the right way to do things. This is simply my way of doing things, my method, my preferences. There are probably at least a half dozen or more better ways of doing some of the things that I do, and I would invite the professional painters to show you guys how to do that. They do so way better than I would. So we're going to stick to my system, and I would say the overall point of this next series coming up is going to be to get yourself into your own system. Get yourself into what works best for you, what's going to work within your time schedule, and most importantly, the level of quality that you can live with. That is the most important part. You're not painting for Golden Demons if you're following this series. You're painting for yourself. You're painting for your own enjoyment, and having a certain level of quality on the battlefield. And hopefully, if you're like me, you will end up actually enjoying painting. I went through this hobby for, like I said, 20 years now. Did not enjoy painting. Painted all the time, don't get me wrong, painted thousands of miniatures, but did not enjoy the actual painting process. And I'll go into a little bit of why right now. The main thing is, when I started with 40K and larger scale battles and larger scale wargaming, was things like the repetition, the simple one or two color schemes that were going on, the rare opportunity to paint unique models, and I really didn't enjoy that. I had to resort to things like masked airbrushing, assembly line style painting, and quite frankly, I don't find that to be very fun. Malifaux, on the other hand, I love painting Malifaux miniatures. My brother says that it suits my style of painting quite well, which is more bright, vibrant, little cartoony side color schemes and effects. So yeah, that's going to be the focus of the next video series. Please give me your comments. Let me know what's going on, what you like, what you don't like. This is going to be a learning experience, probably more for me than it is for you, while I get some of these things down. Like I said, I did try to paint in front of the camera. You saw a little bit of how that worked out, so I hope you had a good laugh over that, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.